Prince Edward Island is a relatively small island where you can see most of the sights during a short holiday. You can either choose to stay at several different locations as you tour the island along the driving routes, or if you're like me, you can choose one central location in the middle of the island where you can put your head on the same pillow each night. The Barachois Inn is a country house located directly across the road from the Acadian community. It is a family-run business by Judy and Gary McDonald and their daughter, Andrea.
Running an inn, it's a lot of work, but you love it. You love the people that you meet, so.
There are two houses, the original country house built in 1880 and the newly constructed McDonald House.
The inn has 8 rooms. There are 4 units in the 3-story historical house, which dates from 1880, and then in the new McDonald House has 4 units as well.
The detail of the decor is exquisite and colonial, and a room starts at $140 per night Canadian, and that includes breakfast. Peaks Wharf is part of the historic Charlottetown waterfront and is home to 24 small businesses and restaurants, including Cow's, the island's premium signature ice cream chain, to the Inuit Art Gallery. Peaks Wharf is nestled alongside the Hillsborough River and is located at the end of George Street, one of the 2 national streets in Canada. It offers a great selection of laid-back dining, shopping, and sightseeing options and is just a couple of blocks away from the heart of Charlottetown. I've discovered since arriving in PEI that this is one musical place. There's a rich variety of traditional music and dance, and I'm here in Belfast at the National Park with the College of Piping for some Highland games.
A lot of people misunderstand Highland dancing. We see it as a sport. The girls and the boys, they take a lot of time to practice and perfect the moves. It's a lot of technique.
Highland dancing dates back to before recorded history and was originally performed by the men of Scotland. The Highland dances of Scotland were highly athletic performances, reflecting their spirit and emotions. Today, Highland dance requires both artistic and athletic skill and are danced for fun and in competition.
I Highland danced for about 10 years when I was younger, and now 2 of my girls are dancing, and our youngest little girl is going to start in September.
In competition, Highland dancers are judged on 3 elements: timing, technique, and their ability to carry themselves with ease while capturing the spirit of the dance.
Just take charge. And when I saw somebody eating an oyster this way, coming over the top and hovering, I actually just walk up to that. I'll walk up to that person and I'll say, "You must be from PEI."
I didn't do it.
The way things work, it's a PEI style. Yeah, and if somebody happens to drop by at lunch, what we call lunch dinner here, or if they drop by at dinner, which we call supper, then the tradition here on the farm, the PEI farm style, where my dad grew up on the farm, and if somebody showed up, then they'd be invited for dinner. The Acadian culture in our background, they always considered the lobster to be kind of a shameful food to eat. It was only for poor people, and if you were really in hard times in the Depression or something like that, you might eat lobster. That changed over the years, and people eventually admitted to themselves that it was something really great that they loved, and they loved to share together. I think with the principle of cooking a nice chicken or a nice roast beef, it's nice to let it sit for a little while and rest a little bit. It becomes a little more tender. The same with lobster, really. Just let it sit a little bit.
So you're going to let the anticipation build a little bit longer.
That's right. Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. You know that everybody will be clawing their way to the front of the line. I'm a good cook because I like to eat. So it comes that way. It comes honestly.
So those came out of the water today?
Yeah.
Well, you're going to have to show me how to eat lobster.
Yeah, I will do.
Like you do.
Yeah, we don't have any
I'm
special
Prince
tools here. We don't
Edward.
have any nutcrackers, no lobster crackers, nothing like that. I think one of the tastiest things about a lobster is when you look inside the body, you've got a little bit of this tamale, which is green. The tamale It's one of the tastiest things, the lobster. It's like the foie gras.
All right, well, I'll do it if you do it.
Very buttery. Delicious. Like the liver of a lobster.
It's like lobster pate.
I think that a nicely cooked lobster claw can be quite good, but some of my friends think that the only meat to eat is a little lower down here in the knuckle. It's more tender.
Okay.
Or so they think. Probably.
That's what I better try. All right, my first taste of maritime lobster. Now that's fresh lobster.
Wake up in the morning to the quiet of the cove and to hear Aunt Bessie talking to herself, and to hear poor Uncle John mumbling wishes to O'Neill. Well, it made me feel like everything was fine. While this island that we cling to.
Prince Edward Island is unlike any other province in Canada. Although it shares the title Maritime Province with Nova Scotia and New Brunswick, it is distinctive in its geography, scenic beauty, and history. Locals are passionate about their home and keeping their off-the-beaten lifestyle alive, but this island thrives off of the tourism industry, and with escalating transportation costs and cutbacks in service, the future for PEI is uncertain. Here, the locals are notoriously friendly, and they will allow you to share in the charm and grace of their daily lives. To come here is to step back from the hectic pace of urban life. If it isn't on your top places to visit in your lifetime list, it should be.